How's it going, everybody? Jody in here, and I'm back with another episode in my Erlengrat series on Farming Simulator 22. You know what? This might be episode 20. This might be episode 20. If this is episode 20, that's pretty awesome. Oh! Give me 1 second here, because I figured out. See how this is darkening? See how this is darkening? I'm pretty sure I figured out how to fix that, but I'm going to need just a brief moment to do so. So please bear with me. If I shut off allow transparency... Ha ha ha! It's gone! Alright. So, fixed that problem. We have fixed that problem. Okay, so anybody who uses OBS Studio should know that when you are recording game video, it is good to shut off the transparency, because what the transparency does is it allows any movement like this, any major movements, will allow whatever is behind this image to fade in. And because I had black behind this image, just a black background, because there's black behind the image, anytime I turned or rotated, that black would show through. Anyway, so before I get started on this episode, happy Sunday, by the way, to everybody out there. It is a kind of a dreary Sunday here. It's a little cold outside. It looks cold. It looks fall weather. I think fall is finally here. So yeah, not too thrilled about that. Not too thrilled about that at all. I was not ready for summer to give the old hee ho. It didn't. You know, every year I say the same thing. It seems like we don't get as much summer as we used to. The weather gets colder sooner, and it takes longer in the spring for the snow to go away. But you know what? Maybe I'm just older now and wanting more. I mind more now because I'm older and am becoming less and less a fan of the cold winter weather. But anyways, I have a treat for you viewers. If you do recall last episode, I made mention that I do have a new intro screen, but I would not be using it for this series. And the reason I'm not using it for this series is because I don't want the inconsistency. Because I just made it, and I just produced it, and we're already like 20 episodes in on this series, so I don't all of a sudden want to go from the intro that we have to a new intro, or the intro that I've been using for this series to a new intro. I'm going to save it for the next series that I do. So that said, being my loyal viewers, I feel that you guys deserve a sneak preview of that intro. And so without further ado, it's very short. Here you go. And there you have it. That's gonna be the new intro for basically all of my videos. And yeah, so I think it's pretty neat. I've got some positive feedback on it from those closest to me, who I trust, and they seem to like it. So, and I also seem to like it. I like the whole Phoenix aspect to it. I like the logo presentation, the sound that goes with it. Everything seems to fit with my what do you want to call it, persona, my logo, my feelings about, you know, Phoenix and its symbology. Everything seems to fit, and so that is that, as they say. Anyways, this episode, we have a couple of days to wait until our fields are ready to harvest, so we're going to make use of that time. Excuse me. And we're going to start landscaping. Because as you may also recall from last episode, we no longer are limited buy money in our landscaping tools. These guys here. The sculpting, the painting, the trees. Well, trees I think still cost. Plants, I don't think this costs, but I think the rest of these do. But I don't think this one costs. No, it does not. So, we have the ability to put our meadow back in after deleting it accidentally here. I mean, I don't feel I should have to pay for this because meadow would actually expand on its own after time. But I do believe in this game it does not, because if you flatten out and grass an area, I believe it stays that way, because it concerns itself more with the painting of an area than it does with the realistic growth of grass and how grass naturally spreads. So we're just going to leave it at that. So what I want to do is I want to start by getting our landscaping going. We're going to sculpt. We're going to level. We're going to make this sucker strong. Make her strong. Because we're going to start our leveling here, and we're going to just work our way around here and try to go straight back. Like I said before, I don't want to make this too harsh of a hill towards this house, but I do want to make a nice, kind of squared off area here. So that's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on squaring off this area, smoothing it out after we square it off. We're gonna smooth it out so it doesn't look too unnatural. And then we'll work on it from there. Go to the larger tool here so we can get more of this done quicker. I should also now be able to level around buildings, like basically through buildings. So I do have to be careful of that I don't accidentally level a building. Okay, and from here we're just going to work our way this way a little bit. I don't want to drive our camera up onto the upper level because that will screw things up if I do that while I'm trying to draw these straight lines. So our road's going to have a little bit of an incline here, as you can see. Well, our road does have an incline, but it's going to have a little bit of a ledge, I should say. We're now floating in the air. So we're going to bring this down here. We're going to try to keep that as uniform as we can coming down this way. We'll level through here. And we can level now around vehicles and stuff, so that's a good thing. I don't want to destroy the road, so I'm trying not to do that. And then we will go into our smooth tool, which this guy, and we will try to smooth this back out, which should bring all that back off the road, like so. Okay. Smooth these edges, just so it's not so rough. I don't mind if it's a sharp hill, I just don't want it to look like it's been gouged out. So I want a nice smooth edge to it. Just smooth it up a little bit here. Want it to look, like I said, don't want it to look gouged. Like it's been tool landscaped, you know. I want it to look nice and smooth coming through here. Make it nice and smooth and even. Just like that. Smooth this area out here. Nice and smooth. Through here. Nice hill edge here. Now the biggest problem we're going to have is painting this area. And now, I hear you probably saying, well, why is that going to be a problem? The problem is, this area is not shaped the way that the paintbrush is shaped. And I don't believe you can rotate the paintbrush. You can have a circle brush like I'm using right now, but I don't believe you can rotate this square paintbrush. I think you're pretty much stuck the way it is. So like if I increase this, you see how it's shaped. I would normally want it to, match up with the back here, but I do not believe there's a way to do that. I think you can rotate your view, you can tilt your view, but you cannot change you cannot actually change the orientation of the paintbrush, and that's a problem. You can change its shape though. You can make it a circle, and you can do kind of like like this job. What is this, asphalt? I kind of want concrete. Where's my concrete? That is gravel. There he is. And concrete's a little too late. Let's go asphalt, I guess. So you can do this, and then move your view instead of moving your mouse. However, it's got limited functionality, because if your view hits a bump, your camera goes up. So what ends up happening is, when your camera goes up, of course, your mouse moves with it, and then you have a real mess. So what I try to do is just do the best I can with a round tool like this. Do the best I can to, just draw a straight line. And then I might go back with the small sculpting tool and try to fix it even more. Just to smooth out the edges kind of thing. But this works for the most part. I'm going to make our entrance to the road right here. I do not want a full entrance to the road. I do want to have some greenery up here. So we're going to just leave it like that. And then maybe cut across the front of the yard like that. So we still have some greenery out here. Oh, we killed the tree. Still have some greenery out here. And we'll have this go out like that. Something along those lines. Have it come across the edge of the farm here. Turn that down. Just across the edge of the field. Something like that. You can see how when I zoom in, I can get a nicer angle on it to make it look nicer. A little more straight, a little more of a zipper pattern, sort of. Same with over here. Look a little more of a straight zipper pattern. Although we have a post right there, which I wasn't counting on, so we're going to bring this back to the post. For some reason, grass is not as easy to control as other surfaces. Grass is actually one of the harder ones. So just like that. This is a fairly straight line. It's almost straight. A little bit of a nip like that across there. It's pretty straight. Fix up the entrance here. Are we on a post? We're not on a post. Look at that. Beautiful. We are, however, all over the place, so let's see if we can fix this up a little bit. It's not fixed up. I need a tractor to get that shit out of there. Little zipper pattern here. And we kind of lost our pattern. I think because of the hill shape. That's fine. We're going to have buildings in these areas, so a lot of this here is just going to be covered up by buildings. You're not really going to see behind the buildings. Well, you will, but you won't. You'll be able to, but it's not something we're going to be focusing on. Okay, so something along those lines is our little farm district. Stay in line here with the chicken coop. Try to get behind the chicken coop. I do want to move the chicken coop. I just got to figure out where I want it. All right. So our buildings, we're gonna eventually get some buildings in here. So it'll be something along the lines of this, and we'll plot the buildings like, you know, back here along the edge here, where we're not going to actually need to get behind the buildings. So we'll park buildings like this along this edge. We might even put some, you know, building or two on this side, like a smaller one. Some kind of smaller building here. That kind of thing. Maybe we'll put the farmhouse, because there are farmhouses. We would put a small farmhouse, even maybe over here. Farmhouse over here, and the garage across here, something like that. Tool shed. There's definitely tool sheds like this. Where are the tool sheds? These guys. So something like this, you know, where you just park the tools under the open roof. Might do something like that over here, you know, even. Something like that, you know. Or this could go over here. This could go on this side, even. Because this would be for, like, implements and stuff. It's a smaller building. Oh. I think my better half's up. Up and about. Yeah, so something like that. Or even exactly like that. That'll give us one area to park things, and then we can put the actual garage, you know, like for our tractors and stuff and whatnot. We can throw it over here. Still plenty of room here. We can even put a silage run, you know, in this area. Whoops! Did not want to do that. Oh, I forgot. These things are only 90 degree. They only go 90 degree. Yeah, I did not want to do that. Get out of here. Stupid. Now my landscaping's all screwed up again. Paint the grass back on. I'm gonna paint the concrete back in, or the asphalt back in. Just making my life a living nightmare over here. So yeah, you know, there's lots we can do here. That little shed's gonna be perfect, because I can park some trailers in there. I'm gonna get some of this stuff out of here. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Hook it up. Hook it up. Easiest way to get the straps off is by hooking it up. There we go. Yeah, just bumping everything all over the place. This is the way. Okay, let's hook you up. Let's put that guy way out front so we get some counterweight for this mower. We will start parking stuff in the shed here. It's a much nicer, more organized way to keep things. Out of the way, trailer. Coming through. I need my tiller. Let's go. All right. I will actually drop the bale guy right here at the front. There. Or, wait. Should I maybe... Why did it go sideways like that? I don't understand why it went sideways like that. Because the forks? Kind of. Kind of, but not quite. Oh, it is. The forks are kind of leaning up on the... There, that's better. Okay. Alright, let's see here. If I hook up and park our rock trailer back there, I could put the lime trailer maybe beside it. Or I could put the other trailer beside it. Perfect. Yeah, there's enough room there for another trailer. I mean, the lime trailer would probably be more narrow than the other trailer. So maybe parking the lime trailer there would be a good idea. I think the lime trailer's narrower. Might not be. One thing's for damn sure, we're going to need a hose. No matter what we do here, we're going to need a hose. We're going to need a cleaner. Because, yeah, this is not the way we keep equipment. Yeah, we'll just drop that right there. Doesn't need to go back against the wall as long as it's under the roof and in its parking spot. Grab our other trailer here. I think we can put the IT runner trailer and this other trailer in side by side. Why did I just get a craving for penne? I just got a craving for pasta. I just had chili, and now I have a craving for pasta. What is going on? I mean, I guess they're both roughly in the same family. They're both tomato sauces. They're both made with meat and spices, and spices are a little different in chili than they are in pasta. But really, that's kind of all that really separates them. You get your tomato sauce, you get your meatballs, you get your, you know. I mean, I get most of the fixins for my chili come from the pasta aisle. The only thing that doesn't come from the pasta aisle, I think, is the chili sauce. I got to go to the Tex-Mex aisle for that, or the chili powder, I should say. I get that from the Tex-Mex aisle, where the tacos and everything are. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everything else comes from, let's see, I got the tomatoes, the diced tomatoes, the tomato sauce, that's all from the pasta aisle. Mushrooms. Mushrooms might not be in the pasta, no, mushrooms are in the pasta aisle. They're on the other side, but they're in there. What else? The onions and all that, they're in with the vegetables, of course. Onions and garlic. Garlic's another thing you put in pasta sauce. I'm thinking I'm having a little bit of a revelation here. Maybe the reason I like chili so much is because it's so close to pasta sauce. It's more spiced up, definitely. Huh. Dear brain, why do you do these things? Why do you do these things to me? I was right, living in my little universe where pasta and chili had nothing in common, and then just in one brief thought, one brief ADHD-induced thought, I come to the conclusion that pasta sauce and chili are basically the same things, just with different spices. This is my brain hurts. My brain hurts. This makes my brain hurt. Oh God. I know that's not true. That's not true. There's no way it can be true. But it kind of is. It kind of is. I look at my recipe for pasta sauce and my recipe for chili, they are damn close. Mind you, one's done on the stove, one's done in a crock pot. One's done on the stove in a what do you call it? A boiling pot, I guess. The other's done in a crock pot. Slow cooker. But God, that is gonna bug me now. That is really gonna bug me. It's all tomato sauce. Unless, of course, you don't make, red chili. If you make like a white chili or something like that, it's completely different. That's definitely not the same as a. Well, then again, how far off is a white chili from an Alfredo sauce? I wonder. I've never made a white chili. I never made an Alfredo sauce, but if regular chili and red pasta sauce are so close, then I wonder if white pasta sauce and like an Alfredo sauce are close. Oh my God, brain, stop. Why are you thinking of these things? I realize I'm a very intuitive person, but this is like crazy thought. Alright, well, we got that full. That didn't take care of all of our equipment. In fact, we got quite a bit of equipment left over. But it did give us a place. It did give us a place to store a lot of stuff. Our cedars and all that should probably go in there instead of the trailers, but yeah. Que sera. We need to leave a lot of room for these trailers to come out, so might as well just park the cedars, I guess, down against the cliff face here. I'd rather park the trailer by the cliff face. That would just make it even harder to get out. So we'll clean all this up, and oh, that is the back. We'll clean all this mess up. We'll finally have a farm that looks so-so. Woo! Up we go. Yeah, this tractor is definitely not in the same weight class as our original medium tractor. Not even close. Our original medium tractor would not have had any issues lifting this. I need to get weight on the front. Ah, you bastard. I know what I need to do. I need to go forward, and then when I put on the brakes, I need to turn. Or just drive forward really, really slow until I'm pointing in the right direction. Slowly start speeding up, so the torque doesn't lift the tires off the ground. Dang it. Oh, fuck off. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. This up. What side is what? You know, you need to get the hell out of here, you. I got shit to pick up. And you're not it. And I'm facing it backwards. Of course I am. Down there. Alright. Now we can pick this thing up and move it. Assuming we could drive properly. This tractor almost needs to go. I mean, at this point, I think I'd be better off getting rid of this tractor and just buying a duplicate of the one I got over there. This tractor is rough. It is very rough. I do not like the manual transmission. In fact, I abhor the manual transmission. It is absolutely horrible. At least the way that the automated system drives the manual transmission is horrible. Manual transmissions on farm equipment are actually really useful, but the way that it drives it is absolutely horrible. Horrendous. You'd never catch me driving anything like that. It's like, oh, we're barely making second gear, so let's shift to second gear. Watch the engine bog out, so we have to shift back to first. That's just dumb. That's very dumb driving. I used to drive transport. You never do that in a transport either. If you're going uphill, if you're taking a hill in a transport, and you get to a point where your engine RPMs are just edging onto that second gear slot, where you're like, ooh, I could go into second gear. If you actually switch to second gear, you're gonna not only end up back in first, you're probably gonna end up worse off than you were. If you are not making some serious gains in your RPMs, there is no reason to switch to the next gear. What you do is you back off a tiny bit on your throttle so you don't have to switch to your next gear. Excuse me. You don't completely get off your throttle, but you back off a little bit. So your RPMs aren't up in the red. Because if you go to grab that second gear, and if anything happens, if you miss the gear, or if you aren't quick enough, or whatever the case may be, you are going to be way worse off than you were. You're going to have to drop back down to first, and once you grab first, your RPMs are going to be, well, your speed too. You're going to lose a lot of speed in the shift. You're going to lose a lot of RPMs in the engine. And you're going to have to make all those gains back. And that is just a horrible way to drive. No self-respecting driver would ever do that. But the AI in this game does it all the time. It's like, oh, look, I can switch to second gear. I'm going to end up on my ass doing so, but I can do it. Just no, do not. I lowered the plow in the hopes that I could turn. Because this thing is just horrible. Why is this tractor so horrible? Good God. Like, seriously. Now remember, that's our medium tractor. This is our light tractor. Comes off the ground, but I could still move. I could put her in reverse. I could turn her around. Drop her down. And I can go forward. Look, no problems. I can catwalk this sucker all the way over to where I want to put this thing. But that thing, man, that is a horrible tractor. Speaking of which, I don't even know if I need this anymore. I don't even know if I need this plow anymore. You know what? I might get rid of it. If I do want to mess around with the field, I believe it's only cheap anyways. It's only like $9 grand. But if I do in the future want to mess around with making a field, oh, it's a little more than that. I'll take 12 grand. I can rent one for cheap and do it that way. Because that's no biggie. I need my arms. I did this dumbly because I have a lot more things than just this little bale picker upper. Drop the bale picker upper. Yeah, see, look at how much more responsive this thing is. And this is, like I said, this is a small tractor. This is not a big tractor. This is not a medium tractor or a large tractor. This is the small tractor. And it's got more get up and go than that stupid thing. And I'm pretty sure it costs less than that stupid thing. Okay, I want to leave that open because I need to get in there to get my pallets. So, where am I going to put these bags of seed? I could put it right out in front here. Or, I could leave these over by that tree. Because the only time we're going to use them is to refill. So I can, if I can plop them over by this tree. Woo! Hold on, Beggy. If I plop them over by this tree, then when I need to refill my seed or whatever, I can just come over and pick it up from here. Just load it up from here. So we'll drop that there. Our shovel's another matter. I'm going to put that over by the chicken coop. Whoops. Whoops, 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 whoop, oh, 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 oh. I'll put this over by the chicken coop, so it's out of the way. I will need it later, but I do not need it now. There we go. Perfect parking for that. Look at how much cleaner this area is. There's a little bit of terrain work and a little bit of tool work. Got this area nice and cleaned up. Alright, let's pick this guy up. We're still on July 3rd. I thought we'd be in the 4th by now. You on the other side of the tree here. We're just gonna leave the we're just gonna leave these here like this. God, I love this tractor. You know, I definitely want another one of these tractors. That tractor over there sucks. Let's see what we can do about this. Let's see what we can do about this. So our medium tractor, if we sold it, we get 75. This small tractor, we bought another one. No, it's worth 81 right now. We bought another one. It would probably cost us a lot more than we get from for the other one. Honestly. But that other one is so bad. I'd almost rather be without it. This medium tractor, it is so bad. And what sucks is it's a Valterra. Valterras are good. In fact, this is a Valtra. Valtra. Like, they're both Valtras. This one just, I don't understand why it is so screwed up. Maybe because it's older? I don't know. But it is a horrible tractor. I'm getting rid of it. And then, so, I mean, the Valtra I usually have is this guy? No. This guy. The T-Series. So the T-Series is what I usually have in my medium tractors. So this guy here is the one we had, the 8750. This one here, the T-Series, I believe it's the T-Series. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. This is what I usually have for my medium. But it costs so dang much. By the time I'm done with it, because I always go with the better engine, I always go with the heavier engine, I always go with the dual wheels on the rear. Roof setup standard's fine, reverse driving no, door setup's fine. None of the stuff you have to worry about or change. Front loader attachment, yes. We want the hauler. And then the main color I usually set to my my New Holland. Not that I like New Holland, I just like the blue. I just like the color blue. So, and then I go like a little. So there you go. There you go. 226, and that's the tractor that I really want. 226. And then of course, once we really get farming, I will go into the large tractors and I'll buy my John Deere, which is not this guy. This guy. My John Deere tractor, the 9RT series. This guy here. He gets shit done. Doesn't have any kind of front loader attachments. I guess the front end's too big for them or something. But it can haul the big ass attachers like nothing. Like nothing. I usually go with the wide tracks. I don't usually do weights. They don't need weights. They don't need front weights. They don't need. They weigh so much that they do not need front weights. This tractor is a heavy tractor, and its balancing area is back here. So why anyone would need weights on something that's got this much weight ahead of that pivot point is just no. You don't need it. You don't need it. Because if you recall, your back weight, too much weight on the back, you pivot on this wheel. Too much weight on the front, you pivot on this wheel. So what they're saying here by saying, we're gonna add all this weight to the front, like look at how much weight that is. 120, like a little over a ton onto the front. Wait, is that over a ton? Probably. So you add that to the front, what's that doing? That's putting the balance on this tire instead of this tire. So I don't see what good that is going to be on a machine this big, because all of your weight on the machine this big is on this wheel here, as far as tilting, as far as it tilting back. Like in order for a trailer that's attached here to cause your front end to come off, your front tire to come off the ground, it has to lift all the weight from this point here forward, which is basically the whole damn tractor. It has to lift the whole damn tractor. And that's just not going to happen. That's not going to happen on something this big. Unless you are severely overweighting the back, and I don't even know how you would do that with the equipment that's in this game. I have no idea how you would do that with the equipment in this game. So yeah, I usually go with the 9RT series, and like I said, I just go with those options, and she's expensive as hell. Expensive as hell, but gets the job done. And then there's the smaller version here, which is the 8RT, but I like the 9RT because it's bigger. This guy right here. So you see, this guy's 357 to 458. This guy's 628. There's nothing you cannot haul. There's nothing you cannot haul. Oh, I wanted to look at tractors. Duh. So our small tractor that we're driving right now is the Valtra. Which one? N175. The Valtra N175, which is G series. Where are you, Valtra? N. 135, 175. Okay, so for a new 175, we're looking at 153 just for the basic model. For the start off one, and 135, we could actually afford that. The 135, with $5,000 for options. Oh, because of 3-point front mount. I should have the 3-point with the. I should have the 3-point with the front loader. There we go. So 116. 116. My New Holland Blue. 118. Darker rims. Didn't go up. Good. So looking at 118 thou for a second tractor. That matches my first one without the secondary wheels. Actually, it doesn't match because it has the smaller engine. So this one is. Oh, this one's manual with power shift. Variable CVT gets in 10 grand for the variable CVT. And then we got, if I go up to the high, where am I high? Where's my highest? Highest engine. Yeah, variable CVT. See, that's where you make up your difference in your shifting, is when you have the variable CVT transmission. Automatic transmission, chain driven, slip. So you're not going to have the harsh gear shifting. So in order to get our first CVT slip here, or CVT variable, it's 128. So we'd have to take down some of our options, like the front loader and the color. Just at the start here, we would have to take those options off. Yeah. Now, okay, wait. What would it actually be to make it like our current tractor? To make a duplicate of our current tractor, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? I think that's it right there, isn't it? Best engine, 3-point, best engine, rear twin wheels, standard, no, colors. Okay, so for our current setup is 160 right on the dot. Do I want to pull a $40,000 loan? Do I want to pull a $40,000 loan to get a second one of what I already have? Because the two tractors do work better than one tractor. They work much better than one tractor. Two tractors, I can get more stuff done, especially with dealing with multiple fields. So I definitely want to have two tractors. Question is, do I want to take out the $40,000 loan? You know what? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's go to the bank. Let's take out our loan for our second tractor. Oh, dang it. Escape. My brain's going like, what's the damn key? Oh my god. Let's see. So I want to take out property income. Well, property income's pretty good actually. Contract income was 14 grand. That might be the biggest loan we've taken out yet. Is that the biggest loan we've taken out yet? I think it is. Somebody should stop me. No, actually, I firmly believe that we're probably going to make that off the two fields in the next season. So I'm not going to freak out over that rate yet. As I'm sitting here biting my lip, I'm like, But you know what? That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. You take the short-term loans to get you where you need to be, and then you pay them off. Very short-term loans. Not even going to have it a full year. Probably won't even have it a month. So there is our second tractor. Excuse me. All set to go. It is identical to our first tractor. And our first tractor is an extremely good tractor. So I am not at all worried about this purchase because this tractor is tried and tested and true, and it runs really well. So yeah. We're just going to pull it under here for a second. And then we're going to... You know what? I think it's 9,000 for a sprayer. I think I want to put it right there. Right in front of that post. When we get 9 grand. Alright, here's our second tractor. Oh, I don't think the other one I changed the... wheel hubs. I think I left them the white. Woo! You dummy. Why'd you stop? I would have went right past you. I would have went right past its behind. Yeah, this little tractor is. I mean, it's little. They are definitely little tractors, but shit, they can get the work done. Way better than that medium one. So we are good on tractors again. We got two nice small tractors. We got the double wheels on the back for the added traction. Because the last thing we need is to be slipping in the grass. And here we are. Zoom zoom. The twins. Except for the tire colors. I did leave that one bright white. We are a Valtra family. Okay, what do we got here? We got strawberries! Look at that, strawberries. Oh. Dumping them all over the floor. Come on, stand back up. How do you rotate the damn thing? Can you rotate that? Oh, there we go. Wait, what? What just happened? Oh, that's a throw button. I accidentally threw it. Well, that's no good. uh... You know what? You're almost out of gas, so I'm going to take the new boy. And crash right into you. Because that's the way we do things around here. Oh, God. Yeah, this is such a smooth tractor to drive. I love it. Okay, we will put you up there. Nice. Strap. Beauty. We only need one strap, right? Yeah, that's all we need. In real life, that thing would not stay on there for 5 minutes. Alright, so we'll head up the hill here. Oh, we got some nice growth here. Oh, I think one of our fields needs sprayed. I think that one down there needs sprayed. This is our cornfield, right? It should be at 100, because I believe it fertilized while it was planting. Yeah, it's at 100. But I think that field down there needs sprayed. Let me go check. Might as well bring the sprayer with me, just in case it does. If it does need sprayed, I won't have to drive all the way back here to get the sprayer. I can just do the job. Oh. I got caught on ya. Caught on ya. Alright. Let's go, sprayer. We'll see what we got going on in this field over here. Pretty sure it needs a spray. Woohoo! See, these little guys are quite the machines. Love them. Okay. What do we got? Fertilize 50%. Yeah, we definitely need to spray. So we're going to unload you. And we're going to load up course 9-1. Load course. Red sprayer. Alright. Start at first waypoint. And have at it. You're gonna fold it. You're gonna fold up and drive to the first waypoint and then unfold? Because why? I'm so far away from it? That's just silly. That's just silly. Where are you even driving to? Get on course, you bugger. You're not even close to being on course. Get on course. My God. What the hell kind of driver are you? Oi. Get to it. Alright, he's on it. Set up here to our bees. I really want to get back into forestry too. I feel like we're missing out on forestry. Mostly because we don't have the equipment to do it. Ain't cheap equipment. Alright. Get you up there. Oh, we're almost ready for another one. Oops. Strap. 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 Don't know why it won't unstrap. Fine. There. How do you like that? You know what? Let's take this one with us too. Might as well. Come on. Need more beehives. I need to get to the store before I'm completely broke. And my driver decides to not finish his field. Wait, did he fill the gas? I'm wondering if he filled the gas tank and that's why it was going down so fast. Nope. Sometimes they'll fill the gas tank. Oh, look at that. I got 500 strawberries. And 753 honey. So I'm betting strawberries are probably in... Strawberries are in stacks of 500. I'm betting the honey is in stacks of 400 by the looks of it. If I'm going by those numbers. It looks like the honey would have maxed out at 800 for the 2 pallets. So it would have been 400 apiece. And for the strawberries, we're maxed out at 500. Oh shit, I never... Oh. I was just thinking to myself, I never checked to see if another pallet appeared after I picked up the strawberries and moved them. Because your things will do that, especially the bees. Even the chickens with their eggs. Oh, I forgot to grab the chicken eggs. But the chickens with their eggs, they'll do the same thing. They'll put the one pallet there, and when you pick up the it kind of I guess backfills the. It has its own internal storage. Let's call it that, an internal storage. So it has the external storage, which is the pallet, and then it has an internal storage. And that internal storage will actually fill up with excess. So if you don't come and pick it up, like you saw with the bees there, I didn't pick it up when the pallet was full. So it automatically started doing its internal storage on a second pallet. And that second pallet is what we have here, the almost full one. So I want to do it like this so I can gauge prices here. So this is the strawberries, which we're just dumping all over the place. Now we're going to chuck it What do we get for the strawberries? Oh, don't do it that way. I want the price all at once. Give me the price all at once. So how much are we making on strawberries here? 217 for a pallet of strawberries. Good God. Okay, what am I getting for honey? Full pallet. $6.85. Way better. The honey is so much better than the strawberries. Whoops. Another 605. The honey is so superior to the strawberries. I got an arrow here. Does that mean I can get out over here? I sure can. Okay, so I think I need to rethink my strawberry field here. Definitely going to keep the water trailer because I'm going to need that for animals later on. Like if I get cows and pigs and whatever, sheep. I guess they're sheep too. You know, if I get animals later on, I'm still going to need the water tank. So I'm not going to bother getting rid of that. But I need to rethink this strawberry business I got going here because 200 for a pallet. That pallet took a long time to actually appear. That's been there for days. That's been there for months. It almost takes as long as a field, and I get way more out of a field than I got out of that little strawberry thing. So I might want to reconsider strawberries. Does not seem like a very good way to make money when you have stuff like the bees. So I might move the bees down to the strawberry area. Excuse me. Woo! There, see, that guy kept it on going. Went right behind him. So I might keep the bees. I might bring them down to where the strawberries are. And then say to hell with the strawberries. Because the strawberries just don't seem to be paying off. I don't necessarily want to park this trailer in there. I think the cedars would probably be better in there. But anyway, let's see what we got for the strawberries. 440. So it's almost got me a second pallet. Almost. That still seems like a long time. That still seems like a very long time. I forget how to change it to running. How do you change it to... forget to what it's doing? Because I had down here, I had selling before. I had it so they directly sold instead of collecting. Nope. So yeah, it's activate and deactivate. But I had it so they were... oh, change output mode. There it is. Selling. So let's see if it sells them right now. It says there's 443 in there. So let's see if it's just going to sell them. It still says 443. Unless it'll only sell a full pallet, I don't know. What's distributing? Yeah, I don't know. It did. Oh wait, it went down. Did it go down? No, it went up. 444 now. You almost done? Almost done. It went up now though. Hmm. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. What did I pay for that? So I only paid 3,000 for that. Selling it off, I'll make half of that back. Plus the 200 or whatever I already sold, so... You know, let's get the hell out of here. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Move our deep well. Hmm. No, you know what? I think it should probably go over here. Somewhere over here. Because it's just a well. Okay, I want to bring my bees down here. So I need to move these guys. Whoops. There we go. So we'll drop this guy. And we will disconnect him. Okay. And we'll spin around and grab our water truck. Our water tank, I should say. Grab you. This is why I love this IT runner pack. You basically have a whole pile of trailers all in one trailer. Makes it so much more useful. And like I said, the things that you put on the trailer are a lot more inexpensive than buying a whole trailer, so you only really have to buy the wheels once. The rest of the stuff is fairly inexpensive. And there we go. We'll leave him right there. Get back on our flat deck. And like I said, I really don't need the flat deck in here. I could actually put the cedars in here if I left the flat deck out. But whatever, we'll put the flat deck in here for now. Alright, so that is work done with this tractor. Let's back her up. Park her here for now. You're done your work, so we'll get you out of here. Excuse me. Vroom vroom. So that'll be at 100% fertilized now. We'll just kind of park you over here. You don't need to be all the way back against the wall either. Just leave you there. Alright, now I need to just park you right there. And we'll do our Shift P. Get into this mode. Go up here to where our bees are. And we will grab these guys. Bring them on down. I think I found I could rotate, right? Yeah, there you go. I can rotate. Nice. Kind of want to do like that a little bit. Down. Put it underground. Nicely on the ground. That's good enough. Like you. And something like that. I don't want to eventually put in a few more, so I want to leave space open for that. Actually, you know what? I could probably rotate this around the other way. Excuse me. Oh, wrong rotato. No, we don't want to do that. Is it this? There you go. I want you to rotate. Come on. Almost. Almost there. You're almost there. Come on, a little more. No, a little more. Right about there, I think. I'll put you up against the... Oh. I'll put you up against the pasture. Something like that. That's close enough. That is close enough. Okay. Now that we got that guy moved, we need to move the pickup location. Because it's way the hell up here. Ah, there's already a pallet on it. Alright, let's get the sucker moved. Don't accidentally unhighlight it, because we'll never find it up near. In fact, it is so hard to see, we might even have trouble placing it down here. It is very hard to see. It's kind of inside the direction thing. I can kind of see the edge of it a little bit. And make sure it's on the ground. A little up. Right about there. Alright, I think I need to rotate it a little tiny bit. Need to rotate it just a smidge. Oops, other button. Something like that. Then we'll put it back just a tiny bit more. Kind of like there, maybe. That's good. That should be fine. Oh, that is definitely not the right rotation. That is gonna. Wow. That's better. Okay. See, that was gonna irk me. Alright, now let's get up here and fix the absolute disaster of a mess I made up here for doing the honey field. Yeah. Let's get this repaired. I want landscaping, I want smoothing or softening, I want full size, full power. Maybe not that full size. This full size. And we need to fix this shit. That is some nastiness. I love watching the land deform through the. Just watching the land deform through the grass. You can see it deforming. You can see the grass moving down, smoothing it all out. There we go. Hill be gone. Nice smooth terrain be here. Except maybe through here. We got a little bit right here that has to be corrected. Smooth it out. It's like doing a massage almost. You're just working out the knots. There we go. And we go over to painting. Grass. Get rid of that little spot. We go to plants. This guy. We'll go B, change shape. M to make them bigger. And we bring our grass back so it doesn't look stupid. That there. Backfill with the plants. Or I should say with the grass. There we go. Never know we adjusted it in the first place. Oh, except if you go back here. Because you can see that's totally painted now. From a distance. Is that line actually there? I don't think that line's actually there. Is that line actually there? It's hard to tell. From this angle, you can see the line. You can see like the shape there. See it? It's like this grass is different than this grass, kinda. Oh, you can see it over here too, but I didn't paint over here, so I don't know what that's all about. Interesting. You can see it here too. Oh, I think I know what that is. That's this here. That's the changes here, isn't it? Between the dark and the light. I think. Hard to say. Huh. Anyway, at ground level, it looks normal. That's all that really matters. Oh. Over here. Alright. Huzzah. I feel like I should put a fence there, just to make it look nicer. Alright, so look at this place now. Looks fantastic. You'd never know. How are they gonna know? Because they watched episode 1, silly. Alright, so let me get my forks here, scoop this guy up and get this out of here. Okay. All signs of the bees are removed from the upper area. Now it's all just fields. We got all our animals down on the farm. Yeah, I feel there should be a fence here, just to keep me from doing this. Because you know that ain't kosher. Now I'll park this over here. Just kinda... Listen, you. Stop that. So to do my next run, I'll remember that. I think if I put that on the square, it's not going to get more. It's just going to sit there. Okay. Let's see what we got for fences. Under decoration, we got fences. These are our fence options. See, they got these that's a gate. They got these fences. Then they got your standard fence. Basically your standard farm fence. They got the white fence. Those are gates. They got the white fence. And they got the brown kind of pattern fence. Kind of the worn out fence. Oh god, those are freaking expensive. White fence isn't really that expensive. I can go from this post, which is already white. So if I go... What do you mean collides with another item? Not enough money. Oh, because it's probably colliding with the friggin' fence post down here. So if I go... How far can I get? 4 grand is going to get me to there. And that's at 125. That's at 125. Which is the cheap fence? 100. So it doesn't really make a difference. This is the 75 fence, which is only going to get me up to there, so it's not going to even do the job if I do that. So I might as well wait until I got the money to do the nice fence, which I'm guessing I'm going to go with this one. I like to put a gate in, just so I have a way of, you know, I don't have to go out on the road and around. I can just gate through. So I might put a gate in, like somewhere around here, maybe something like that. Drain's too steep. Drain's too steep. Drain's too steep. Now, drain's too steep no matter where you go there. Does not like going this way. Has to go this way. Huh. Well, maybe there won't be a gate. But, on the same note, we're going to start here. We're going to kind of come up this way. Collides with another what? What are you colliding with now? You're not colliding with anything. So if I bring it up this way, we're looking at 5 grand there. I would like it to come up to here, and then cut across to here, and then come across here, and maybe close in here. Maybe like close up there. Wait. That's going to cost me 12 grand to do that, and it's going to let me do it. Why would you let me do that? I don't have the money for that. Oh, because it's snapping. Or maybe it's not snapping, it's doing something. That's weird. Anyway. So I'll make the fence from there, come up to here. Looks like I'm gonna need I'm gonna need more than 12 grand for it. Probably more like 20 to 30. But yeah, I'll get that fenced in so it just looks nicer. And we got our bees down here. Our bees are gonna be making honey. And I'm gonna put more of these. Probably 5 more. I'll probably put 1 here, 1 back there, and then 2 there. So I have a nice U of them. Nice U shape. Because bees are worth it. Bees are worth it. Their pallets are, you know, like 600 and something a piece. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. So we'll maximize on our bee profits. We'll maximize on our field profits. Chickens. I mean, so far the chickens are kind of a disappointment, but I really don't have. Oh, my bag's gone. Did it put all the? Oh, it put all the food in. Okay. Yeah. So far the chickens are kind of a disappointment because you know I get 9. I don't even have a full pallet of eggs yet. And I got 19 in the field, but I don't think I don't think that these guys have grown up yet. I got 9 months. I got some at 9 months. At 6 months they can reproduce. I got some at 9 months. We got some at 3 months. I got 1 at 1 month. So, you know, I mean they are reproducing. This chicken is a sign that they're reproducing. But I've got probably 5 or 6 chickens that are at 9 months. So they're not reproducing fast enough. I'm gonna have all my chickens die off before they reproduce up. I don't know. I'll have to look into chickens and see what there is, what gives. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. About 1 hour and 30 minutes, a little bit more, which I think is pretty good. We got a lot accomplished. We have we finally have our farm area laid out. We have a little kind of lean-to keep our equipment nice and covered. Not that we actually need it, but it keeps it organized. I'm going to say it keeps it organized more than it keeps it covered. So it keeps our stuff organized. All I need now is I need the building over there for the tractors to park in, the combine to park in. And then I will need a silage. Well, I don't need, but I would like to have a silage structure. And I think I figured out the silage structure. I think I figured out how I'm going to do it. I will place it so it places on, you know, a cardinal direction, which is the only way it likes to place. And then I'll try rotating it with the move thing, with that move tool, because you can rotate with the move tool, eh? So I'll see if I can rotate it to be in more of a better direction. Like maybe I'll put it right here. See if it'll go there. Yeah. But that's going to be next episode because I don't think I can afford to do that this episode. Even though that would be a good use of all the grass that I get. Do not think that I can afford to do any of that this episode. Excuse me. Because the smallest silo is 25. 25. Smallest silo is 25. So I would end up placing it and then using the move thing to put it maybe across here. So it's kind of like a barrier at the same time as being a silage. Yeah. Then of course, I definitely want to get a silo. I want to get one of these guys, which, you know, it's going to be forever before I can afford one. But I do want to get one because once you have one of these guys, you can control the market. You can control when you sell stuff. You can wait until something that is worth selling to sell it. So when demand goes up, say at the supermarket, or demand goes up at the animal thing, or demand goes up at, you know, the sawmill, whatever, wherever the demand goes up, you can immediately load up and go. Or if it, you know, demand goes up at Felsbridge even. You can just load up and go. You don't have to. You don't have to do it as your fields come to fruition. Basically, as your fields are harvested, you can hold on to it, play the market, and make more money that way. So anyway, this is Jodian signing off. I'll see you all next time. I hope you have a great day, and happy Sunday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.